Okay, here's my audience. Are you all over 18? Thank you. Do you mind filming? Ben Franklin once said, "An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure." These are indeed healthy words to live by. When I asked my class if exercise was important, only a few of them believed that it was. However, most of them believed that they were only kind of healthy. You know, there's no lie that America has a health problem right now. Because of the risks of diabetes, I want to convince all of you to be checked for diabetes. By doing so, I'm going to talk about a couple types of health screenings. I will share my own personal journey with diabetes, and I will also try to inform you on diabetes as well. But also, I understand that it can be a little scary, so I'll try to cover some of the fears as well. You may wonder what I mean by health screenings. In truth, there are several types of health screenings. You can be screened for STDs, cancer, cholesterol, and of course diabetes. I was screened for diabetes, and because I was, it probably saved my life. At the time, I weighed 240 pounds. My doctor had noticed a very extreme weight gain, so he urged me to get a health screening. I was checked for cholesterol. My cholesterol was over 800, which raised a red flag. So they checked my A1C as well, which was 300 points over the norm. That was pretty bad. That diagnosed me with diabetes, but luckily, because I was diagnosed, I was able to prevent having a heart attack or a stroke, which are health problems that diabetics face all the time. Encyclopedia Britannica in Micromedics describes diabetes as the body's ability to break down sugar and control it using insulin. In my case, my body still produces insulin, which allows me to take a tablet. However, many diabetics that are type 1, and they have to take insulin shots. According to Medline Plus, it's possible that each and every one of you may already be diabetic or pre-diabetic. Maybe you have been feeling lethargic, have waves of blurry eyesight. You may also notice that your wounds take a long time to heal. If you've noticed any of these, it may be a good idea to be checked. Diabetes is the 7th highest killer in America. They actually say that about 1 in 10 people are pre-diabetic and may not know it. If you look around the class today, we have about 10 people here. And of course there is 1 diabetic among us. It's pretty amazing to know that you are actually part of that statistic. Now, if you are worried about it at this point, it's fine. It's probably a good thing to be worried. However, allow me to approach some of the fears that you may have. As far as costs go, most insurances do pay for these health screenings. Because of the Affordable Health Care Plan, it actually has required many more providers to ensure more of these preventative measures. Now, I noticed that when many of my when I asked many of my classmates if they go to the doctor, Many of them said that they did. However, they were quite sure whether or not their questions got answered. Now you can kind of cover this by making a checklist. You'll want to have family history. You'll want to have a list of questions to ask. And of course, get a doctor that you enjoy talking to. Now, I hope that you will consider my personal experience in diabetes as kind of a success story. However, I also hope that you realize that health screenings detect serious conditions, such as diabetes, before they can cause something worse, like a stroke or a heart attack. And it is possible that anyone here may already have the condition. A test is only a few dollars drop in the hat, opposed to a lifetime problem that you'll have to pay for. Finally, make a checklist to help you ask questions when you go to the doctor. With what we've covered today, I hope that all of you have been convinced to be checked for diabetes, because prevention truly is the best cure.